Next day, I woke up around 5:30 a.m. since I wanted to move my luggage and go to Cafe Beignet for breakfast before my Whitney Plantation tour at 9. Cafe Beignets is so good. Like, I went to the one on Decatur and got the crawfish omelet with beignets on the side. Best part is the Gray Line tour station where I was to meet for my tour was literally right there on the Riverwalk next to the cafe restaurant. So when I was finished eating, I had some time to kill, so I went to CVS next door to get some souvenirs, which I had plenty to choose from. Then I went to the Riverwalk area, just roamed around a bit, went to go stand in line for the tour, and I was first on the bus. I highly recommend the store with Gray Line Tours. It took about an hour and 15 minutes to get to the plantation, and it drops you off at the tour you booked for, whether that was Oak Alley Plantation or Whitney Plantation, which is the one I did. It's a self-guided tour, and they give you like this little walkie to listen to when you go to each area. But I ended up seeing a tour guide led group while I was there, so I just, kind of hopped in that one. I mean, her version was so much better. Y'all, the Whitney Plantation is such a beautiful property that has so many memorials and historic buildings that need to be preserved so we can remember our ancestors and those who couldn't live their lives as we can today. I highly recommend this tour. And Dominique, our driver, was there as well. So we got back around 2:30, and I knew the Halloween parade was going to be happening like around 6 p.m. And not gonna lie, I really didn't want to go back to the hotel and then come back out. So I went ahead and just walked down the Riverwalk to the Riverwalk Outlet Mall. I think that's what it's called. It's a very decently sized mall, which I soon realized was a port for people to board their cruises, which was something I've never seen before at a mall. Anyways, my main destination was Nordstrom Rack, which I love looking for the Bigfoot finds on my tall girlies. I need to start that series again. Anyways, I walked out with a few things. So I still had some time to kill, and I knew I wanted some gumbo before I left NOLA. So I headed to this place called the Gumbo Shop, and I ended up getting a honeydew margarita. And then I wanted to try more than one gumbo. So I got this like sampler plate, of course. It had the seafood okra gumbo, chicken and dewy gumbo, jambalaya, and then of course I got some red beans and rice. Like, I was just feeling hella fat. Like, why not? Like, I literally can like eat my way through New Orleans. I'm definitely coming back. But anyway, my favorite was the seafood okra gumbo. So good. Anyways, it finally came time for the Crew Abu Halloween Parade, which was fun, creative, and super live, y'all. Like, I got some candy, some like Wish version of Cheetos, I don't know, and then some other trinkets, and y'all, so many moon pies, which I love. Like, I don't see the hype. Anyways, finally I got back to my horrible hotel, or correction, motel. Okay, so about this hotel. Yeah, exactly. So I knew my disposable sheets would come in handy during this trip. Cause what in the Bates Motel? Sadly, I could also feel myself getting a head cold. And I think if I headed straight back home from Curacao, I would have been fine. But like that little extra leg of travel sent me over. Anyway, so next day I was headed to the airport, and y'all, NOLA is a whole other world. People were double dutching in the departures, and one of the two ladies at the help desk had enough to run over there to get her licking real quick. But if it wasn't for that Southern hospitality and that NOLA accent, baby. So I got me some Cafe de Monde beignets and some OJ, even though like most say this place is overrated. I mean, just because I never had it. And then I headed to my flight. I was only about 45 minutes early, and then I headed back to Cali. No lie, I got more food to try, so I will definitely be back.